up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey, to talk about the queens of R&B. You know what? I'm going to review the show, and you going to get this review, and I'm letting you Sugar Mama Squad know, the Candy Cane Brigade, the Candy Coated Clique. I don't give a goddamn, because one thing Candy wouldn't want me to do is let you mess with my money, okay? So we gonna get this review, and if you are a fan of Candy, word on the street is I'm biased and I'm not fair. So you have been warned, okay? Let's go ahead and get into the review. So Tocha and Taj are in Nashville. Taj wants to know what's going on, what's happening, what's going on with you and your sister. When we were at the meeting, it seemed like you guys were, not in a good place. She said she body shamed her, and she was like, girl, what? Like, are you for real? Like, is that what y'all are talking about? It's like basically making it seem like that's super petty for you to be upset. She was like, yeah, it was like, I've always had the smallest butt in the group or whatever. Girl, you can go buy one. You can really go buy one. But anyways, and then Taj was like, she was like, no, it's not just that, I'm the oldest sister, and when she disrespects my mom, the conflict is, that's, when she disrespects my mom, I guess she's the older sister or whatever. Girl, whatever. The record deal, she says that, Tosh says the conflict is way more advanced than what they're letting on, way more deeper than what they're letting on. I said last night on Twitter that what Tocha is doing is very immature. Tocha does what a lot of people do when they want to break up, or when it's really when they want to break up with somebody, when they want to dissolve some type of contract or bond or something like that. They create conflict in order to so it's easier to like break it off than it is to actually confront it and sit down and say, hey, listen, I want to do a record deal with, a gospel album. I don't know if it's going to take away from, stuff going on with Xscape, but this is what I want to do. Instead of doing that, she creates the conflict so they can fight, and then she could be like, I can go. It's easier for her to leave than to actually talk about it. It's very immature as the older sister, very immature. She says she just wants to step out. She wants her freedom. So that's what she's saying, child. Coco goes out with her best friends, LaTroy and Tamia. They sit down, they're having drinks or whatever, and they're talking about how you've been doing and stuff like that. And Coco shares with us that she was diagnosed with bipolar depression, and she talked about her manic episodes. She'll be up, 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 and then she'll be all the way down. So she was talking about how she realized she needed help when she wanted to KILL someone. I was like, oh yeah. That's probably a good time, sis. That's probably a good time to go get some help. So she says they put her on medication, and it's helped calm her down a lot. And I imagine, when they were having those issues with SWV, I imagine that was part of the issues that they were having. Not only that, but when you're dealing with your own personal stuff and you really don't know what's going on with you, one day you up, one day you down, it can affect other aspects of your life, as we know. Well, I hollered when she said her she said her pussy still gets wet like a 21-year-old. She was like, I might be 52, honey. I said, come on, Coco. That was funny to me. So Coco is, doing better. So we're shout out to Coco for getting herself together. Okay, child. So here we go. Gloria shows up to Tamika's house. She rings the doorbell. Tamika lets her in. You see the way Tamika was looking at her mom when she opened the door? She lets her in. She made dinner for her and her mother. They sit down at the table. She makes the plates and everything. Girl, they didn't even start eating. And the mother is yelling at her. The mother is yelling already at her. She says, hold on, let me get to my notes. She was like, Tamika, tell me what's really going on. Like, as if you didn't know. This is where the gaslighting comes in, because you know what's going on. This has been an ongoing thing that is unresolved. That's why it keeps coming up. And so you gaslight her, ask her what's wrong, knowing what's wrong, and then deny what's wrong. Deny her, dismiss her, and tell her that's not what it is. She's been saying the same thing for years, and it's still, that's not what it is. So where does she get that from? How does she come up with feeling mistreated and being mistreated, and y'all keep saying that that's not what it is? Girl, I was like, okay, Gloria. She said, you show favoritism. And she says, well, Tocha doesn't disrespect me. So in other words, Tocha allows me to disrespect her, and she doesn't stick up for herself. You stick up for yourself, and I see that as disrespect. So we know how a lot of parents are in different cultures, where they feel like they're allowed to talk to you, yell at you, speak down to you, say anything they want to you. But if you even defend yourself, that is considered disrespect. Let me tell you, I've said it 1,000 times on this channel. There is no mind fuck greater than you being told that this person can disrespect you, and your defense of yourself is disrespect to them. So in other words, you have to allow me to disrespect you. Do not stick up for yourself, because once you defend yourself, I see that as disrespectful. And she got mad at her because she called her and told her, she didn't call her, she said that she was not the 5th member of Xscape. And she says, I am the 5th member of Xscape. She's yelling at Tamika in her house. They haven't ate a morsel of food. I am the 5th member. I've been, since I put a microphone in your hand when you were a little girl, since your daddy left us, I've been the 5th member. I make sure you and Tocha and da. She's yelling at her, right? You're wrong. When your daddy walked out, she told her, you never defend me when I'm right. She's like, well, somebody has to tell you that you're wrong. Somebody has to tell you that you're wrong, is what she said to her. When your daddy walked out, she was like, well, Mom, you always tell me I'm wrong. She was like, I don't tell you that. And when Tamika, I don't know, I said it last night on Twitter. When Tamika said, no, Mama, that reminded me so much of Carrie White. Go and watch Carrie and listen to Sissy Spacek say, no, Mama. It's just so sad to hear in the voice like this woman who's berating you and yelling at you in your home. I'm sorry. I said I would have asked her to leave. You don't see, and it's that. You don't get to yell at me like that, because the truth is, you would not yell at another adult woman like that and not face some consequences. So you feel empowered by being able to yell and demean and berate and dismiss and lie on another adult woman without any repercussion. And Tamika basically told her, I'm an adult woman. If you can't respect me, then I'm going to have to back away. What you mean back away? Not allow you to mistreat me. See, they don't want that. They want somebody to beat up on. They want someone that they can say that, oh, what you're experiencing is not what you're experiencing. What Tamika needs to do, and I'm sure a lot of people would tell her, you need to back away from them people. Because if every single time you are around a parental figure, caregiver, guardian, whoever raised you, and and you leave them feeling, drained or upset or not empowered in any kind of way, down, depressed, sad, when they leave you in a bad mood, You need to, you don't have to be around them. You really don't. And I'm glad that she told her, if you can't respect me, I'm going to have to step back. I've been getting beat up my whole life. And that's the truth. That's why I used to ask my mom, would you talk to another adult woman the way you talking to me? No, you wouldn't. But you think you could talk to me like that because in your mind, you see me as a child, and you see that you basically able as parents, they bully their children. They show them that, oh, I can disrespect you. You better respect me. And the respect means don't stick up for yourself. That's a mind fuck. That's a mind fuck. And then, oh, I love you and all that other shit. Girl, get away from me with all that. You don't love me. You've been denying my experience my whole life. Every time I tell you what I'm experiencing, you tell me that's not what it is. And then when I get mad, you come over, you sit at my table, you ask me what's wrong. I tell you what's wrong again, and you deny it. So what is the point? Are we going to keep going? It's a cycle that somebody needs to jump off of. And Tamika, that's going to have to be you, because your mother and your sister enjoy denying your experience. They feel empowered by disempowering you. And it's the truth. And it's the truth. So I hopefully, Tamika, I still love my mama and all that other foolishness. That's fine, because it's odd, and that's the reason why people jump into weird relationships and they call it love, and they're being mistreated. Yeah, because your mama mistreated you, and then she'll turn around and tell you she loves you. So then you get in a relationship with somebody, and relationships with people who mistreat you and turn around, they say they love you, and you think, oh, okay, that's what I'm used to, but it's wrong and it's toxic. Candy and Taj. Taj goes over Candy's house. Taj tells Candy that she saw Tocha in Nashville, and that's what Candy says. She does this thing where, well, first of all, Taj says the vision is not going to stop. We are going to do this whether she's in or not, because the truth is, and somebody else said it on Twitter, SWV, if Coco was acting a fool, they really couldn't move forward, right? Because Coco is the powerhouse. In Xscape, Tiny can sing Tasha's parts. Tamika can sing Tasha's parts. You don't have to come, Tocha. It's okay. And them acting like they need her so desperately and so badly, I'd be like, we would have had a meeting, and Tocha would have been voted out of Xscape a long. Baby, when I tell you Tocha would have been replaced in Xscape a long time ago. Bitch, the next time they saw Xscape would be Riley Burris standing up there. Girl, I don't give a fuck. It would be somebody standing up there. It wouldn't be Tocha, girl. We don't need you like that, girl. Mm-mm. So the vision doesn't stop. I'm with Taj on that. She says she used to do the same thing when they were younger. Again, create conflict so that you can be like, oh, that's why I want to go solo. That's why I want to go solo. But you're creating the conflict instead of actually saying, hey, guys, I want to do a solo project. I still want to work with Xscape. It's like, why don't you want to work with your group? And you act like you can't do both. That's so weird to me. I don't get it. You act like you can't do both. I just don't understand it. That's so weird to me. It's very immature to create conflict in order to break something off or to make it seem like, oh, this is why and this and that. Girl, that's old. And and she keeps doing it to Xscape because they keep letting her do it. That's why. I'm telling you, baby, we had a meeting and been like, we've come to the decision. You're causing too many problems in this group. You have got to go. I'm sorry, Tocha. I'm sorry. Go do what you want. Go do your gospel album. But this conflict and this chaos that you keep creating all of these years, 30-something years, you've been creating this weird conflict. Girl, go on and do your gospel thing. Soar, baby. Soar. Honey, it would be 3 members of Xscape or somebody else. There would have been some auditions or somebody. They could have replaced Tocha. She ain't Coco, okay? Shit. So Lily and her son Kyrie, they go out and eat, and she talked about her son as a talented rapper and stuff like that, but he's kind of relying on her for her resources, and she feels like he wants her to open the door for him, and he needs to open the door himself. I don't agree. Sorry. If I just don't understand why black people don't practice nepotism more. I just don't understand. You struggle sleeping in your car and everything. You are Lily of SWV. Why wouldn't you use your connections and your strings to get your son in where he needs to go? The door is open. Let him walk through it. And then when he gets through the door, then he could do his thing. But the door, you opened the door. Isn't that why you did all of this? I don't understand why black folks want their children to struggle. I don't understand why they don't want to set them up. And then when they actually set them up, as we see on other reality shows, somehow, some way, something is wrong with them. They're spoiled and this and that. No, this is how why my door just opened by itself, girl? I'm about to beat somebody up. I really don't understand why black parents do that. I don't get it. You are Lily of SWV. I'm going to make it a way so you can meet with people. Yeah, I'm going to give you, I have the connections. Why would you have the connections and then have your child who wants to pursue a career in music? Why would you disconnect that and tell him you got to go through the door? You got to open the door yourself. What? Girl, that is so crazy to me. I do not know why black parents do that. I don't know. And then when you have somebody like a Candace, then she spoiled her. You have a parent who's actually, putting their child up and making sure that they launch, like at least launch them out. Like I said, I don't understand it. Anyway, so she said he wants once she's not going to open the door. So she said she has these books coming out, erotica, called Sister Hot Pussy. I love the word pussy. I love it. Sister Hot Pussy. She said she went through a lot of stuff. I remember hearing about Lily going through that stuff, sleeping in her car and going to get a regular job. I remember when everybody was like, Lily got a regular job, y'all. Like, she works somewhere. She's actually working. She said she went and got an office job. She used to sleep in her car in Yankee Stadium. She went back to school, got her GED, got a job, and she said to her son, you can't skip the process. To me, I feel like that's basically saying you got to go through what I went through. I don't agree with that. Isn't that the reason why you make a better life, so that the people after you don't have to do the same thing? Like, I don't understand that mentality that you got to struggle just like me. You got to go through, you got to understand the struggle or you won't appreciate it. Girl, my thing is, open the door for them, let them get in the room. If they fuck it up once they get in the room, then the consequence is on them. That's how you learn. I'm not going to keep I open the door. When you get in the door, you do what you need to do. If you don't do what you need to do and you get let go or whatever and it doesn't work out, then that's all. But I open the door for you. So that's how I see it. Tasha's in the studio. She's doing some ad libs on some song that she's doing. She gets in the studio. Rocky walks in. I was like, I don't know. Y'all was saying on Twitter the other day that I don't like anybody with a man. But girl, I don't like that. I don't like how he came in. He was like, I don't know. I just don't like no posturing ass nigga. I'm the talent. You're not the talent, you weirdo. You're not the talent. Girl, what you coming in here raising your arms up for? She talking about, ooh, if you dancing, that's a good sign. He makes a reference to What's Love Got to Do with It and calls Tocha anime. Now this is the second thing that we've seen, because the other one where he came and whispered in her ear, we saw from What's Love Got to Do with It, I do that to Tina. Now you making another reference to What's Love Got to Do with It. Listen, bro, you shouldn't do that. It's not funny. It's not funny because you already looking like you controlling her and she's already looking like a battered wife on TV. So stop it. Like the Tina Turner, Ike Turner, and let's be very fucking clear. As disgusting as Ike Turner was, he had some fucking talent. So you ain't no fucking Ike Turner. Let's be very clear. Ugh. I was like, ugh, another Tina Turner reference? Are you serious right now? I know y'all caught it. He called her anime. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. They sit down. She says, I got a text from Candy. The girls want to all meet so we could see how we're going to do, this show with SWV. He asked her, was she going? She said, I think so. He says, are you going to tell him about the solo album? She says, no. So I don't like, it's so weird. It's like, what do you feel like you're holding over them? It's like, create conflict so that you can go do your solo album instead of saying, hey guys, I want to do a solo album. It's very childish. It's so childish. It really is. Jalen sitting with his mom, Coco, looking just alike. Girl, the same face. He is so cute. I was like, look at Jalen. He is so cute. He was in the video. He was making a video and he was singing. And she said, hey, what's going on in here? Something like that. And he was like, you know, I'm making a video, right? She was like, oh, my bad. I didn't know. So they sit on the couch. And she said that, you know, Jalen is her broke best friend. He wanted to be a dentist. I remember when, I think it was on Versus when she announced he's going to be a dentist and everybody was like, oh, that's so great. And this and that. And so he lets her know that he doesn't want to go back to school. She was like, what? She's like, what are you talking about? This is what you wanted to do. And he was like, I just don't feel like I should sacrifice my happiness to do something that I don't want to do. I don't see why. I was like, why can't he do both? And I was with Coco. I was like, I don't feel like they should make him go back to school or whatever, but I feel like he should be encouraged to do both. You can do both. You could be a dentist and and then sing on the side. You're 19. You're 19. Your mom is 52 and still touring the fucking world. You have time. And that's what the grandma was trying to tell him. You know, they have a good relationship. I'm glad to hear that, because the other day when he was like, if you want to, I was like, wait a minute, what's going on with Tiba and Jalen? So, you know, they call she was like, call your grandmother because we're going to have to talk to her. So he gets on the phone. And he starts crying. He was like, I should not be forced to do something that I don't want to do. She was like, well, later you can come sit in my lap, baby, and we could talk about it and this and that. But he was like, I think, you know, he suggests, either one of them, she said to take a year off. And he was like, okay. And she was like, wait a minute, that's not what you would have told me. And she was like, yeah, take a year off and we see where we are. I feel like Jalen should do both. I feel like he should do both. He's literally a teenager. Like, girl, do you know you have like 40 years? You got 40 years. Go to school, get your DDS or whatever, and then start your singing career. You can have and then like the money that you get, you can have a private practice. You can hire other black dentists and stuff like that. Girl, come on. I feel like, think about it in that way. Like, I don't know. I'm all about not forcing somebody to sacrifice their happiness. But I feel like if you wanted to be a dentist, finish that if that's what you really wanted to do. But we'll see. We'll see what Jalen does, honey. So let me know what y'all think. So in SWV, they're at the studio. They're practicing or performing, whatever. They're talking with their manager. And they were talking about how, you know, they might have to do it with or without Latasha. She can't stop history. That's the thing. It's like, when in the next episode, when Candy says she's treating us like she's Gladys Knight and we the Pips, because y'all acting like some Pips. Y'all acting like Pips. That's why. Y'all are literally allowing her to act like this. I'm sorry. Tasha would have been kicked out of Xscape a long time ago. Girl. Okay. Go ahead and do your solo career, poo-poo. Go ahead. Ain't nothing changing over here. We still gonna tour. I don't know what they're trying to hold on to. I don't know if it's that cycle repeating in this group of women where somebody can mistreat the entire group and act a fool, and y'all keep accepting them back and keep it. What's the consequence of Tasha's behavior? Has Tasha ever suffered a consequence for her behavior? Has she? No. That's why she keeps doing what the fuck she keeps doing, baby. I would show her a new day. It would be a new fucking day. Okay? We gotta talk. You've been acting funny. We know you want to do your solo project. Go ahead and do it. We're going on without you. And that's it. Candy says she told Tiny. And that's why they can't get anywhere, because they have this constant conflict. It's a lot of ego. It's a lot of ego going on too, in addition to that toxic cycle of allowing people to mistreat somebody and then not applying a consequence and letting them back in. Girl, Tasha would have been gone a long time ago. Anyway, so they're sitting at the meeting. Everybody is there. I think it's Tosh. Somebody was saying it's important for the culture. We need to look past the drama. They are proposing a one night only, which I think, baby, That would be crazy. A one night only with SWV and Xscape. Everybody put your hand in. So everybody's there. Tocha's there. Tocha showed up. Everybody put their hand in. Tocha's looking like this. Tocha said, what is it now? Like, girl, come on. She put her hand in. Come on, are you not gonna put your hand in? So everybody put their hand in and say they're with it or whatever. Girl, then Candy starts. What are we gonna do about the billing and the headlining? Candy says we've headlined our tours over the last 6 years, I think she said. This is not your tour. These are two groups coming together for a night. Why? I just don't understand why Candy thought that they could get top billing. No, she was like, did you want a bigger font? You know, when they put it on the marquee, did you want a bigger font? Like, what are you talking about? And she was like, we want to have top billing on our tour. She said, on your tour? That's what Tosh said. On this, not your tour. That's the difference. Please don't tell me what Candy said on Speak On It. I'm going by what they show me here. I don't need further explanation, okay? Let her explain it to y'all, okay? I think they should co-headline for the sake of just collaboration and cooperation. This is not the time. This is not your tour. This is not, no. So if you guys are going on tour and adding this show on your tour, then you guys are co-headlining. But from what I know about Candy, the way that she did what she did in that meeting, she had to do that her entire musical career to make sure she wasn't stifled and stiffed out of her do billing, do production, do writing. She had to make sure that she was aggressive and assertive. And women in the music industry have to do that, or them niggas will run over you. And that is the truth. So the way she was speaking up, I was like, oh, okay, this is normal Candy behavior. This is what she's had to do in the studio all her life to make sure them niggas didn't fuck her over. And that's true. It's true. So that's how she was coming, right? But Coco was like, well, we gonna pass. And Coco was like, I gotta go use the bathroom. Lily was like, I'm gonna come with you. Lily and Coco walk out. Their managers follow them. She was like, girl, who the does she think she talking to? With your little, what she say, 7 million albums a week, selling over 30 million. I went on Google. I was like, has SWV sold 30 million albums? Somebody said 11 million, but I think it's more than 11 million. I think they've sold more than 11 million. I don't know about 30 million, but they've sold a lot of albums. And then somebody posted on Spotify how SWV has 3 million monthly listeners, and Xscape has, I think, 800,000 monthly listeners, maybe 800,000 or 600,000. It was something different. Hold on, let me see. I was like, oh yeah, okay, here it is. Yeah, 3,028,423 monthly listeners on Spotify, and SWV 800,058 monthly listeners. And the reason is SWV has a lot more up-tempo songs. So people are you could dance to SWV. They're just more like, I don't know, like Xscape. I was a fan of Xscape. But SWV just came with the, you know, with the songs. And even in, oh baby, even in the later years, it's like the songs were just so like up tempo, and even if they were slow, they were good. I don't know. I could still listen to SWV. Xscape sometimes, very rare, but mostly SWV. I listen to SWV will come in my playlist more than Xscape, because Xscape had more slow songs, right? And slow begging songs and stuff. And SWV, yes, they had their slow songs, but they had some up-tempo songs too. So, especially the remixes and stuff. Girl, come on. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me on this TV, okay? So that was a little, you know, Tiny was like, I don't know if this was the right time to say that or whatever, because that didn't go the way we wanted it to go. And Candy was like, we respect y'all, we respect SWV, we love your music and this and that. But what Candy, for me, I feel like Candy needs to understand is that I guess what she's talking about is how they're gonna split the money. That's what I'm thinking. How they're gonna split the money. But y'all, it shouldn't be like, I don't know, girl. It should be co-headline. That's how I feel. I don't know if y'all feel like that's fair or not. That's not fair. Girl, Coco said we gonna pass. This is a celebration. This is not about ego. We have been headlining forever. They've said SWV has opened for Xscape and the other way around. So each of them have opened for each other. Tiny said something absolutely ridiculous. Do they have the fan base? Girl, what are you? You must be sipping on that stuff you and Tip give them girls before y'all take their phones. I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot. She said they see them on TV and they be like, oh, them girls sing too? Girl, what? I said, what is No Neck talking about? What is No Neck Dominatrix talking about? What did she have on in that? I said, girl, look at Tiny. Anyway, this is one night only. This is going to turn out to be a nightmare. And then SWV was like, we laid the ground. I'm not about to do this. I don't know who the hell she thinks she's talking to. Because Coco could get with the best of Coco could act just like Tocha if she wanted to. Understand? Okay? She could act a fool just like Tocha. We've heard about it. Okay? So she said we laid the ground. Y'all let me know. Do y'all think they should co-headline? Do you think that Xscape should have top billing because they've been on TV and them girls, oh, what they sing to? I said, what is this dominatrix talking about? Girl, what is Tamika Harris talking about? Girl, a mess. That was the end of the episode, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do you think Jalen should do both? Go get his DDS and sing? I think he should do both. And what do you think about Lily saying she don't want to open the door for her son? I don't know. I don't think she meant it like that, but I understand the mentality. Like a lot of folks have that mentality where it's like, we're not open the doors. You need to struggle just like us. No. I need y'all to practice nepotism more. I really do. I really do. Because don't nobody else act like that with their people. They don't. They do not. They be like, what do you need to do? Honey, you have motherfucking Trevor. He'd be the director of a department and just got out of college. Just got his 4th year. And he's already a director at some corporate office because his uncle is the vice president. Or his uncle works in finance and he asked the other executive, hey, can you do me a favor? I got a nephew. He's about to get out of college. Yeah, I got a position for him. Trevor don't know his from a hole in the ground. He don't know shit. And he coming in there telling people what to do. Girl. He'll figure it out along the way. They'll do on the job training for Trevor. Okay? But Trayvon, he gotta struggle to get to it. Girl, get out of here. Y'all get that shit out of here. And what do you think about Tocha? Would y'all have kicked Tocha out the group a long time ago? I'm telling you, I would have kicked her ass out the group. You see how the Temptations did not fuck around with no stuff like that. You want to act up? Out of the group. We'll replace you. It's no tea. We all dress alike anyway. Come on. You know the dances. You got a voice. You in the back. Girl, replace you. Out of here. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. They definitely won't see you, David, because you kicked out. Even though you the strong, you see how they did David Ruffin, the strongest, and the ladies loved him. You out. You acting a fool, you out. Girl, y'all better learn. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Let me know what you think of the recap. Peace.